Uh, Namaste, Namaskaram, Adab. So today, let's discuss about how Indian graduates, most of them will have dream of going to abroad, find a job and settle there, make some money, and come back, settle in home country. So this is the most of the Indian graduates who passed out. Either they wanted to go abroad and do a MS and find a job there and settle down there. So this is not wrong. I'm not saying this is not wrong. So anybody, 15 years in India. So finally, I got a chance. Most of them, try to do it, um, and everybody will think, to find good job and have a good life, create some wealth for the kids, give good education, good future to the kids. This is everybody's ambition, everybody's goal, right? So that's what we are working, not just for food. So apart from it, give good life to the children, good education, um, etc. Right? So I'm not saying that we will not get it in India, but still, we think about, we dream about going abroad, like America, Canada, Europe, Australia. So we all think to move here and find a job and have good life, make some money, and come back to India and settle down. Um, Everybody thinks it, right? Uh, and this is not wrong. And this is not wrong. And being an NRI is not wrong also, right? So because NRI is contributing every year around $130 billion to Indian economy. So subject to correction, yeah. But America or Canada or Australia, New Zealand, Europe, is these countries really good to move for Indian graduates or Indian talent? Looking at current situations, what is happening back in those countries towards to Indians particularly. There's a lot of racism. You know, many people are losing the jobs. All this happening. It's like everybody is thinking, should I move there or not? Right? Um, Even if you ask me, I would say I don't want to move there. Um, uh, because two reasons, right? So because India has a lot of opportunities, first of all, and Indian companies are paying a lot, comparatively, uh, 5 years before and now, Indian companies are paying a lot of money for the good, talented graduates and those who has the skills. Also, the technology, particularly in the IT, the technology is drastically changing. You have to keep upgrading your skills to be in competition, right? So, because there is a lot of competition in IT nowadays, and it's not like when I passed out in 2004. Um, there's nothing, if I want to learn something for installing the Windows, I have to go to some institute and learn it. This was that kind of situation. Nothing was available in Google, but now everything is available. It's open source. Every skill, if you do little hard work, there is a lot of the content, a lot of the training materials available. Um, so I would say India has a lot of opportunities, and going to US is becoming at most difficult right now. Considering last last 1 year, the present administration decisions, made so much difficulty to the Indian graduates to find a job or moving to USA is really difficult. And wanted to talk about Canada, how the racism, how the Indians are being attacked, uh, and in Australia also. Uh, Comparatively, it's less, but still it is there. And and then in Europe, to talk about Europe, you, uh, it's all there. But there is one country which is welcoming the talented candidates, talented youth across the globe. It's not only Indians, but across the globe. The country which welcoming with open arms. If you are really talented, you have a lot of opportunities. That is none other than United Arab Emirates. Uh, the market is literally growing. A lot of opportunities for the talented youth. Um, there's the job market is also literally growing. Comparatively last 5 years. A lot of companies also moving towards to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and of United Arab Emirates. Um, so I would say, why you need to move to United Arab Emirates is because many reasons. Because I'm working here last 5 years. I'm living with my family last 5 years. This country is very unique because the country is a home for 200 nationalities. The only country I would say, the only country is a safe to live in the world. The only country. And the country with harmony, the country with the safety for the kids, safety for my family, and not only just safety, it gives me the experience for my job and whatnot, you know, and it's just 3.5 hours fly to my motherland. Um, it's the best country to live. I would say the best country to move for any Indian for any job, like the IT or oil and gas or sales, whatever. Every market you can find a jobs in United Arab Emirates, right? This country is very unique. I would say, because you would say in a country, if you ask me, which is the safest country in the world, the only country is United Arab Emirates. Which city is, safest? The number one is Abu Dhabi. Number two is Dubai. Number three is some other Gulf city. Number four is Ajman, and I think number five is some European city, and number six again Ras Al Khaimah. So in the top six, there are the four cities are from United Arab Emirates. I would say this country is the safest, secure, and live happily and securely with your family. You don't believe, I don't think any country has a ministry for happiness. This country has a ministry for happiness, and no country has a ministry for harmony and tolerance. This country has ministry for tolerance and harmony. That's why I love this country. I would say now this country is my second home after India. Uh, I would say all Indian talented youth, I'm sure you can find a job here. And there are two ways of finding a job in UAE. One is through reference. If you have anybody, ask them to refer you. If you really fit into that job, if you really have that skills, um, for sure you will find a job. The second way is Naukri Gulf and LinkedIn. There are many other job market portals are there. I can put it in the description. You can find it. So why 18 hours, 24 hours to go to US, and the similar kind of work life, similar kind of the best education in the world is education system in the world, UAE, and best airlines in the world is UAE. You have best education. If you want your kids to study, CBSE, you have CBSE schools. Plenty of Indian schools are available. You can come with a family. The only thing you need to consider is when you're coming, and plan accordingly how you want to come. You want to come with your family or alone. So if you want to come with a family, and if you want to have a double bedroom house, you need to spend at least 50 to 60,000 dirhams per year. So this is where you spend a lot in UAE. Your house rent is a little high comparatively. I don't know about other parts of the world, but this is where you spend a lot. But if you come alone, you're not going to spend that much on your rent. You might be spending maybe between 1,500 to 2,000 dirhams. So your plan accordingly based on your salary offered by your company. If you're coming with a family, you should have a salary of minimum 15,000, I would say, so that you can save between 5 to 7,000 dirhams per month. Apart from your spendings like home rent, your car expenses, because car will be I would say mandatory if you're with family, if you want to travel. If you're in Dubai, the Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the public transport is pretty much Dubai. I think it's available, but in Abu Dhabi, some parts of the areas you don't find the public transport that frequently, but it is okay comparatively other parts of UAE. So car is mandatory, and your school rents will be between 14 to 20,000 in Indian schools, not more than that. 14 to 20,000 dirhams per year. That's it. I think your groceries would not go more than 2,000 per month if you have family of 4. Because I'm telling you based on my experience. So I have 4. Me, my wife, and 2 kids. We don't spend more than 2,000 for groceries, and rest all will be your depends on how you spend, right? One last thing I want to mention is about the medical. The medical insurance will be given by your company to you and to your immediate family. It means like your wife and your kids. So it's absolutely free. Some companies will, insurance will give you like to pay 20% of on the medicine, and sudden diseases not being included. That's all there. But when you go to hospital, you just give your Emirates ID, and you will be given treatment. And finally, they will tell you, this will cover, this will not cover. Would you want to go? Or all those things will be assisted in the front desk itself. So it's I would say the UAE's medical is best. I would say. You don't need to wait for the appointment. You just walk into the hospital like in India. You walk into the hospital, you will get the treatment, whether it is in a super specialty hospital or in the clinic. It's the same, right? So, but you need to have the insurance for sure. The insurance will be given by your company for sure. So the insurance will be covered by your company, and some companies will give you, accommodation as well, and some companies will give you car as well. Some companies will sponsor your kids' education also, up to 3 kids, I think, right? So I think no income tax, particularly no income tax. You will get full salary into your bank account. So what not? No other country will give you this. So this is United Arab Emirates, the best country to move and live and retire. What do you think? Please comment in the comment section. If you need any suggestions, I will respond to you at my convenience. And I will also put all the details, whatever I discussed in the video, in the description. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to make the good videos like this. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.